Alrighty. How can you tell when a comedian passes gas? Something smells funny. Something definitely smells funny here. I'm going to say that right there. That was my entry point, my intro right here. Busy Gamer Dad. Going to be picking up where we left off with our triangle strategy. Having a little bit of fun. The plot twist, we found a rock. A funny rock. It was a pink rock that tastes like salt, but is salt. So it proves that salt is available all through this land of Norzelia, and not just at the source in this little pond, lake thing under the goddess's feet. So we're basically going to destroy an entire nation's religious beliefs, I think. Which, I mean, good question mark? I don't know. But very good writing. I enjoy the story quite a bit. I enjoy the acting. The voice acting is really well put together, really well thought out, and there's a lot of emphases and things like that that are pretty good. And I've said that before, but I mean, this has been great for me to experience. So thank you very much for coming along on the journey with me. I will stop my rambling and we'll get ourselves into it. Svarog uses the discovery of the salt crystal to gain an audience with the Hierophant. Hopefully they don't kill us outright, but we do have Exarm's word that they're not. They don't really have any other options.
We granted you an audience because of Minister Exham's petition, but I did not expect you to show us this.
Well,
a
take
crystal
that.
made of salt. How very fascinating.
Edor is the one who went behind our backs, or went behind the Seven's back and tried to attack the village with Silvio, so...
It certainly does contradict the doctrine here in our blessed land. Or it would, were it real.
We're real.
Have you any proof that this was not created by magic or technology?
Well, with all due respect, Minister, I have a question for you in return. What do you think of Esfrost and Glenbrook's decree to stop trade with Hyzant?
I think it nothing more than a threat. Neither would last very long without our salt.
But there's salt in the mine.
Gustav is no fool. Such an edict would not come without proper countermeasures in place. Countermeasures such as another source of salt, for example. Having their own salt would make Hyzant's redundant, at best, and your nation would soon find itself in dire straits without the salt tax's revenue.
What is it you want from us?
Your full support.
Lend us your strength, and together we can defeat Esfrost, and Hyzant's ties to all nations will remain intact.
You mean to start a war. The kingdom of Glenbrook may be naught but a puppet now, but it was once your homeland. You understand this, yes?
We do.
Interesting.
Even so, my people do not wish for war. We must try to resolve this peacefully first.
Do you think Gustadolf can be reasoned with? Need I remind you that it was he who invaded Glenbrook? He is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yep.
Be that as it may, neither my people nor soldiers will accept it as a reason to go to war.
Then I shall give you one.
Takes off
For
the
I
mask.
am the second son of King Regna. Roland Glenbrook.
Okay. Something foul and funny.
There is no mistaking that face.
Huh. So the prince lives to slay his kingdom's invader. We could not ask for a better reason.
Oh dear.
If you need a just cause to go to war, let it be me. We must stop Gustadolf.
I like how Edor didn't blush.
It all makes sense now. O Holy One, have you heard? Pray, tell me what you would have us do. It shall be done.
Wonder if the dancer's the Holy One.
Wolfort, Prince Roland, heed the words of the Holy One. The holy state of Hyzant stands with you.
Oh, good.
The Holy One would see you defeat Esfrost and restore peace to Norzelia. Our nation shall spare no effort in your fight against Gustadolf.
Oh, yay!
From this day forth, we
Yay.
support Prince Roland as our commander and Lord Serenoa as one of the Saintly Seven.
We got the job! Hooray!
Me? A saint?
We are brethren now. We ride to war together.
I don't know if I trust him, though. There's a lot of subterfuge.
Well, would you look at that? We secured High Xanth's support, and you even got yourself named one of the Saintly Seven.
We also received a signed document stating the Roselle and Wolfward are left in our care.
Good going, lad.
Oh, it is Benedict and Roland to whom we owe this victory.
Everyone here has suffered so much on my behalf. My weakness and worthlessness have brought pain and misfortune to you all. And for that I must apologize.
I mean, it was a necessary ruse at the time, but I don't know why it went on as long as it did.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I already told you. House Wolford's the sword and shield of the crown.
Mm-hmm.
I've decided that I must press forward. Even if it means crawling forth on my hands and knees.
There you
I
go.
ask for your support as always. I know I will need it.
Hooray.
And you shall have it. I'm with you every step of the way, my lord.
Mm-hmm.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
Yeah, her people are still at the source.
No. My apologies for worrying you.
Now, to battle.
Oh no.
We take back Glenbrook with our own hands.
Yep. She's still upset about her people still being at the source. And basically we created a another monopoly. I don't know, did I miss anything? There is a side quest. Okay, I hope I didn't miss a side quest before, because I didn't check that actually. Saintly Seven discussed their earlier council and possibilities on the horizon. Well, let's see what this is about.
Did you know about this salt crystal exam?
Oh dear.
No. Neither did I know of Prince Roland's survival. I thought he had perished.
Likewise. What did you make of the Holy One's decree?
Oh dear.
High Xanth is a grand nation, but unfortunately not one blessed with a bountiful harvest of anything other than salt.
Yep.
Were we not able to trade, there is no doubt our nation would wither to naught.
Yep.
We've relied solely on salt for much too long, and that reality was made painfully clear to us.
Yep.
Harsh words.
Reality, dude.
But true nonetheless. Do you think we can triumph over Esfrost?
Mark my words, Minister Camsell. There is no fight Exham Marshal cannot win.
Oh, there. Well, we won against you in the mock battle. Take that. Beginning of the game. Thought we did, anyways. Oh, Dancer Lady.
The Holy One has ordered for us to deliver our Elfric to House Wolfort.
Those are an Elfric. What is an Elfric?
And here I thought your research results to be top secret. What a curious turn of events.
What's an Elfric? Should I know what
Perhaps
that
the
is?
Hierophant determined it a good chance to test them in the field. They could easily sink an Esfrosti ship or two.
And yet I see not a trace of a smile on you.
I don't know.
I never wanted to build weapons for war.
Oh.
Yet you don't think twice about toying with human life. How ironic.
How dare you?
Oh. Bewitching dancer, how dare you?
Have a wonderful day.
Okay, bye. I don't know.
The audacity of Edor's dog.
I mean, that could, for all we know, be the Hierophant. Alright, let's continue the main story. A missive arrives from Cyprus, alerting Gustidov to dangers back home.
Are you certain it's wise to return to Esfrost alone, Your Grace? You are needed here.
If Cyprus's missive is to be believed, I'm afraid matters are far too grave to be left to anyone else.
So there's been another whole story arc that's going off in this other direction that we're not a part of? That's pretty fun.
Svarog's deception is nearing its climax. His ill-gotten profits are being used to build a weapon of untold destructive power.
Svarog? We only saw him in like one episode. I think. He was like, isn't Svarog like what's his name? The guy who died in the very, like, when he discovered the mine.
Our anonymous source from the manufactory hinted at as much. Svarog is bold to have carried out his plan this far.
Deathknell? What's that?
Let the adults speak, my dear.
Oh, rude. I hope I get to
If
fight
we're
him.
to be wed, then there should be trust between us. How long do you intend on treating me like a child?
Very well. Tell her, Thalos.
Yes, tell her, Thalos. Ugh.
If you insist, brother. This weapon combines the powerful explosives developed by Dragan with
Dragan.
Aesfrost's mastery of steelcraft.
Yep, Dragan. Svarog is Dragan's father or uncle or something like that, right?
Although yet to be tested, this cannon is said to have the power to breach even Hyzant's walls. The goddess's shield would buckle under a single blast.
Wow.
But the shield is impregnable.
So you basically made munitions.
I have heard nothing of this. Do you think so little of your general?
A general is to win me victory, as and when I command it.
Oh, she would need to know that.
Svarog's intent isn't to bring Hyzant to heel, however. He means to use the cannon against Brother. But the fool was so blinded by ambition that he never saw the strings guiding his every deed.
Oh.
Fool that he may be, he served his purpose well. The cannon could not have been made without his engineers and Dragan's research. He will die secure in the knowledge that his bloodline contributed to the glory of Aesfrost.
Oh, good.
Sadly, he shall not live to see his work completed.
So
with it, we shall do what our forebears could not. The goddess's shield shall yield before Aesfrost's might and ingenuity.
Oh.
If we can even approach the walls, brother, the trade embargo will ensure that Hyzant is especially wary of our actions.
So, okay, so this is interesting. They made a giant cannon. They're going to use that cannon to destroy Hyzant. Interesting.
On the contrary, their focus will turn inward. With naught else to leverage their influence with, they will take measures to see that none of their precious salt escapes their borders. There may be some gnashing of teeth, to be sure, but it will only be in an attempt to hide their inner turmoil.
Oh dear.
Erica, muster a force and march to the Hierophant's palace at once. Deliver to Hyzant my final demands.
As you wish, brother. I shall gather what news I can of the Saintly Seven's machinations.
Oh my gosh.
Thalos, you will remain in Glenbrook. Conduct yourself as if I had never left.
You hardly need ask, brother.
That is all. Now go.
Oh dear. I was so desperately want to kill those two. Like RD them. Real death. Bye, Laura.
Even his own flesh and blood are but tools to be used and then discarded when their purpose is served.
He has faith only in himself. Such has ever been his way.
Bye, Laura. Oh, so that chapter's done. Okay. It's kind of fast. Yeah, let's save our game. I have a couple of saves going right now. Some really early on. Might as well save over them. I don't know when I'll have enough time to play again. Let's see what happens here. Can we kill Erica?
Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzant.
Yep.
Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzant to deliver his ultimatum and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State.
Why would that army in Glenbrook mean pressure on the Holy State? I have questions about that.
Hyzant, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation.
Uh-huh.
Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Our time has come. Chapter 8, Part 1. Okay, so there's going to be multiple parts to this one. Okay. Where's Serenoa?
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolfort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Yep.
Esfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. We can assume they have a plan in mind.
Yep.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolfert's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
So they're doing what they did to us, to Glenbrook. They already sent us out. Even anticipating the bad news. That's funny. At least they're consistent. Or maybe we just went home. Which is a good-ish middle ground, I suppose. The dancer.
You wish to lend us Hyzant's new weapon?
Hyzant's new weapon?
Yes. It was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
Oh yes, the El Freaky or whatever it is. A rock.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric.
We got another rock. This one's purple. Hooray.
The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
They gave us hand grenades that are rocks.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes him unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I am certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use. But Milo should be able to take care of that for you.
Milo?
Use them both wisely.
Oh, the dancer.
I am Milo. A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion.
Weird.
I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
Hooray!
Sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
Oh dear.
A Hyzantian spy?
Very likely.
Mm-hmm.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares.
Yep.
Both my army and Minister Camsel's will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Cyrano?
Cool.
Certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
So they gave us a bomb, they gave us 2 armies, and they gave us a dancer. What? Oh, there's a lot. Main story, main story. Okay, let's do this one. Cycrus reports a theft in the archives to Gustadolf. I don't know who Cycrus is, though. Is that guy?
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Cycrus.
Cycrus.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Oh.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Yep.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
There's the fact that there's another repository of salt, and it's the mine.
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
Yep. And Frederica's the only one who can open it.
It must be of some significance. If she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes.
Yep. Bum, bum, bum.
Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation.
Mm-hmm.
She fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses.
That's not very
It
Gustadolfi.
is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Knell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Alright.
Aye, Your Grace.
So... What? Like, they're just gonna let the book go off? Telior streets. Under secret orders, Huet scouts the Telior domain with Flugi. A missive arrives. Let's do this one. I think we'll have time to do them both, but I want to do this one first. Because chances are good that the book made it here.
Asked me to scout out Telior and where the Esfrosti soldiers are stationed.
Yes. Right there. There's one, two.
I hardly see any around.
You could take them.
Why did he ask me to come here in the first place?
Did Benedict tell somebody to go steal the
I doubt
book?
it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
Interesting. So we come in from the northern side? Question mark? Let's see what the missive is. Oh, yay.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzant refused our final offer.
Go figure.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzant would agree to open the source.
Nope, no way.
I know that. But the negotiations were meant to buy us time.
Yep.
Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
I did the same thing to
If you
us.
play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
Dun dun dun.
So it has come to war then.
We just have to beat them at their own game.
Do you have a bomb? And a dancer?
Their newest saint is heading the vanguard.
Maybe.
You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit. Right, Cordelia?
Oh, are you gonna hurt her?
Enough, Thalas. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet.
True, but she's still queen.
And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
Oh dear.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General of Lore. I will answer the Prime Minister. As
Come at me, bro.
Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
Oh dear.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
But you just said that she was your responsibility, in a manner of speaking.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Why? Why? Just why?
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Oh, you haven't wed yet. Okay.
Because
I missed
you
that
are
earlier.
A warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone.
Bum, bum, bum.
I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself.
And now you're general.
So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
More thinking.
Allow me to bear my heart to you as well, General of Lora. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustadolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
Oh dear.
But I lack the power to do so.
She's understanding of that.
Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain.
Yep.
That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Patriot is a bit of a jerk.
Indeed. But Gustadolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times.
Yep.
I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
Yep.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics.
Yep.
I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
That's funny, actually. It's not a bad play, considering that she has no real power. She has to basically appeal to the former powerful, now powerless.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone.
Ah, she needs
But
Evlora.
with you, General of Laura, I can.
But what if Evlora turns on her, though?
They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause.
Oh dear.
Please, General, lend me your strength.
So it's really testing the waters with Evlora, because Cordelia is damned either way. And this could gain Evlora a lot more favor.
As an Esfrosti general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me.
Yep.
Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust,
There you go.
I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
Oh, that's true.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever.
Oh dear.
However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war.
Yeah.
The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Yep.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this. For my father and brothers.
There you go.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled.
Oh dear.
I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Well, that's a bit of a turn. But for how long?
Thank you, General of Laura.
I didn't expect her to say yes. I honestly didn't. I don't know. Do we shake hands? Alright, I'm going to call this episode here. It looks like we're doing another scales decision. It doesn't look like there's anything else for us to pick. Wow, cool. 2 episodes in a row of some pretty epic dialogue and some pretty big shifts. Like, comment, subscribe. Busy Gamer Dad showing you triangle strategy. Stick with it. I think we are getting into the last few episodes, and I hope you guys like the playthrough. We'll see you in the next episode. Later.